in our age.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Jets going up against the Chiefs. With that, let's get out to Arrowhead. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Hackenberg. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And here are the starters offensively. And one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They go play action here on first down. And Anderson's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tom Ali's stock and trade is a quick first step to the quarterback, and he knows how to finish when he arrives.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Let's go!
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. He's got time. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Tom coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Jamal Charles back from the torn ACL. He gets the call here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The 1st down carry here for Charles. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the 50, it's Smith. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Hackenberg now. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
To throw, Hackenberg. And this is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Hackenberg. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
He may try and run for this. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. That is incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. To throw is Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big worry. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out here in the eye. Now Hackenberg. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action. Hackenberg. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Charles the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Here we go.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Third and long for Hackenberg. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Thomas. And there's a flag on the play. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
On second down, here's Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's got the hook up with Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jeremy Macklin, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Hackenberg on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Anderson. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Defensively there, Mr. Marcus Peters with another deflection, another pass breakup.
And how about the confidence he exudes out there? You can just see it even from up here, can't you? The way he moves around, confident to the point of being cocky, and that's what you need to play the corner position. He believes no one's going to complete a pass in his area, and that's why he's knocked away a few in this one.
Final play of the half, Hackenberg surveying the field. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. Second half starts with a run by Jamal Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Second down, here's Smith. A dump off for Charles. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They go back to the ground now with Charles. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Charles the lone setback. To throw on second down is Smith. McConnelly's got it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes right side. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. The 30, 20, 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, here's Hackenberg rolling to his left, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
The first time I saw Marcus Peters was in a practice session when he's at the University of Washington. I literally was watching someone else, and my eyes kept going to him. I thought he played the corner position with extreme intelligence, even as an undergrad there.
What year was that?
It would have been his sophomore year at Washington, and he's carried over those same playmaking skills to the NFL, and we just saw him knock one away.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Hackenberg. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Another pistol look here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hackenberg on nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second down, Hackenberg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third and long for Hackenberg. Flush to his right. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20. 23-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Setting up the screen for West. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
He's got it to West on the dump off. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hackenberg now to throw on first. Finding time. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Right side, there's Decker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Hackenberg on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3rd down and 12. Charles the low setback. Smith now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie Justin Burris. And he is going to get to this one back to the 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down. Defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnover. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Charles the lone setback. Now it's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. In motion right, the receiver Decker. Hackenberg on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They'll throw again. Hackenberg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The second down throw for Hackenberg. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And now another one thrown incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Now let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now a little bit of a losing skid here. Only 2 games, but still 2 straight losses. How do they rebound?
Well, able to shake off the first one. Most people say, okay, sometimes we're going to drop one. But then you get to the second one. Now it's imperative that they get together and find a way to stop it. You start getting into 3-game losing streaks, all sorts of bad things begin to happen.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.